Hey YouTube, what's good, what's bad, what's none of the above, somewhere in the middle, maybe, no? Trying. Welcome back to my channel, The Bender Yogi. Rob here, and today we are going to be doing a, I guess you could call it power flow, maybe? It's basically a sequence of asanas, and each round I add another posture until we get to the final sequence, which is all of them. Where was I? Anyway, it's faster paced. You will work up a sweat. You will get your heart rate up. You will have the chance to really focus in on matching your breath with the postures. I'll tell you when to breathe, when to inhale, when to exhale, probably to the point where you want me to shut up, but that's okay. There's one sequence that we'll be doing for each and every sequence round, and that's going to be start with downward facing dog. Downward facing dog into upward facing dog, and then you'll untuck the toes, release the knees, and sit back into child's. And then you will keep the forearms on the mat, and then you will shift the sit bones up towards the sky. And then you'll bring the chest, abs, and then belly, chest, abs, and then hips slowly onto the mat, kind of like flowing through. And then you're coming back up into cobra or upward facing dog, your choice. And then you push back into downward facing dog. And then you do whatever posture is being added. And then you repeat, you do all over. So that's what I have in store for you today. Apparently I ran out of room at the end of my video, so it's a good thing it stopped where it did, because otherwise I would have been so upset. Anyways, it stopped right when I was preparing for us to go into Shavasana, or final resting pose. Anyways, I don't know where I was at again. And talk too much and I get sidetracked. See what you guys do to me? You get sidetracked. Why don't you leave comments? In fact, why don't you leave me a comment of which introduction you like? So far I've done what I did today, and then my typical one, which is, hey, what's going on? My fellow YouTubers, my fellow yogis. Or if you have a suggestion, let me know. Put it in the comments and I will do it in my next video. And I'll give a shout out to you as well. So, with that being said, if you like my videos, subscribe. If you like them, hit the like button. And then if you want to receive notifications of when I post new videos, hit the bell. And I hope you enjoy. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the mat. Bye for now. Let's go ahead and start by sitting in Sukhasana, or easy pose. Legs crossed is fine. Before we get started, you probably want to use a strap if you have a strap. Otherwise, you can use a tie, a belt, a t-shirt, anything you have laying around the house. I have a cushion that I'm sitting on to prop up my hips. If you have tight hip flexors, you can also just hold up a blanket or a towel and use that as well. We'll go ahead and get started with our breathing. So placing the hands on the knees as you gently pull back, noticing the upper back muscles that engage, resulting in the chest and the shoulders opening up wide, lengthening the spine, keeping the stomach muscles engaged. Just begin to breathe normally, noticing the natural rise and fall of the chest as you inhale and exhale. Using this time to begin to settle the mind and the body. Next inhale, I want you to inhale fully all the way up to the top of the lungs and pause. Then exhale all the way down to the bottom of the stomach, engaging the stomach muscles. And then repeat, doing a few more of these at your own breath cycle. Beginning to practice and learn how to control the breath so that you can use that throughout your practice while performing the asanas or postures. And then inhale as normal. This time as you exhale, open the mouth and exhale. So inhale. Exhale. While you do that, notice the form the throat muscles are taking to create that sound. Because what we'll be doing is we'll be closing the lips, but we'll still be using the same muscles. The sound won't be as loud, obviously, with the lips closed, but you still want to have the swirling of the air up and down as you inhale and exhale. That's our ujjayi, or victory breath. You may know it as ocean breath because of the noise that it makes. Continue that throughout your practice. If at any point you lose control of your breath, or you just need to take a break, come back into child's pose or whatever resting pose you choose. Regain your composure, and then rejoin the class. Let's go ahead and continue with our ujjayi breath for a few more rounds. While doing this, let's go ahead and set an intention for our class. Intentions can be anything that you would like for it to be. It can be a quality such as patience, kindness. It can be something that you want to accomplish, again, throughout your practice on the mat. Maybe you want to take forth into the real world. I like to incorporate showing gratitude to others. The second one being forgiveness, and then the third being guidance. Being able to accept guidance, let go of the ego and the pride. And on our next inhale, bring your arms to the sides and up. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, hands down the center to heart center. Inhale, palms stay together. Exhale, release the arms. Behind the back, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open up the chest to the sky. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale the arms up. Last time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Release and inhale. This time we're going to bring the right arm about a foot to the side. We're going to inhale up through the left fingertips. And then as we exhale, we're going to come to the right. Left arm coming over the left ear. Making sure the neck is aligned with the spine. Bottom shoulder comes forward while you pull the top shoulder back, squaring the chest to the front of the room. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending a little bit deeper. And one last time, inhale. Exhale. This time as we inhale, we're going to bring the right arm up to meet the left. Exhale, the left hand and arm to our side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Right arm over right ear. Neck aligned with spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. And last time, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the left arm up. And this time as we exhale, we're going to bring the right arm behind us. Left hand's going to reach across to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, sit up tall, lengthening up through the crown or top of the head. And then as we exhale, we're going to gently twist, looking over the right shoulder. Each time we inhale, lengthening again up through the crown. And then exhale, gently twisting, not going too far, too fast. And then release the gaze forward and simply switch sides. The left arm comes behind, right hand reaches across. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist, looking over the left shoulder. Releasing the gaze back to the front of the room. Inhale the arms up. This time with a flat back. As we exhale, we're going to come forward. Hands come to the mat. Option to walk the hands up towards the front of the mat. Otherwise, just release the head. Inhale, walk the hands back. Switch the crossing of the legs. And again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walking back. Now we're going to remove any blanket or cushion that you may have had propping you up or a block. And then if you're sitting cross-legged, we're simply going to roll over onto our hands and our knees into tabletop position, making sure that our wrists are in line underneath our shoulders and our knees with our hips. And then as we inhale, we're going to arch the back, raise the sits bones towards the sky, gazing forward. And then as you exhale, round the back, pelvis tilt in, gazing towards the navel. And then repeat, inhale. Go ahead and take a few of these at your own breath cycle. Trying to round one vertebrae at a time. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to bring our knees to the edges of the mat. Big toes come together, and then simply sit back. Child's pose. Option for a resting pose as well. Inhale, coming back up into tabletop, bringing the knees back underneath the hips. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, preparing for downward facing dog. We're going to be initiating the posture by lifting up through the sits bones as we straighten the legs. We're not going to dump into our wrists. We're going to equally distribute the weight between both hands onto the finger pads of the hands. So inhale. Exhale, lift and straighten. First downward facing dog of your practice, so go ahead, bending one knee at a time, walk your dog. Some reminders as far as your form. Externally rotate the shoulders out, lifting through the inner thighs towards the sky, which will automatically bring the toes a little bit closer than the heels. Then you want to be pushing the chest back towards the top of the thighs. Inhale, we're going to round the back. Bring the shoulders above the wrists. Upper push-up position or plank. Exhale, release the knees to the mat. Sit back, child's pose. And then repeat. Coming back to tabletop. Inhaling. Exhaling. Downward facing dog. Inhale, round the back. Knees come down. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rounding into upper push-up position. This time, bringing the hips towards the mat. Upward facing dog. Release the knees. Sit back. Child's pose. Inhale, come forward. Tabletop. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, round. Upward dog. Release the knees. Child's pose. Inhaling back into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, round. Release the hips. Release the knees and tuck the toes. Sit back. Inhale. Tuck the toes. Exhale. Inhale, round, and release. Exhale, release the knees. Sit back. This time I'm going to keep the forearms on the mat. We're going to come back forward, lifting the sits bones towards the sky. And then we're going to bring the chest, the abs, and then the hips onto the mat. Push up, cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale. Get back into tabletop or downward facing dog. And then repeating. Upward. Child's. Forearm down. Chest, abs, hips. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, round. Upper push-up. Upward dog. Release the knees, back. Forearms down. Chest, abs, hips. Exhale, push back. Again, go ahead and take a few of these at your own breath cycle. Begin to match the breath with each movement. When we're coming forward, we're inhaling. When we're pushing back, we're exhaling. And meeting back in downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths. We're going to be adding on. So inhale, round, upper push up, downward facing dog, tuck the toes, push back, child, forearm, chest, stomach, hips. Exhale, sit back. Release the right knee to the ground. Open up the leg. Side plank. Opening up the chest. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Rounding. Upward. Sitting back. Child. Rolling through. Back into upper. Push back. This time left knee comes down. Open the leg. Exhale. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Coming forward. Pushing back. Right leg comes down. Push back, downward facing dog. This time right leg comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Step through. Right foot next to the right hand. Drop the back knee. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Back knee comes up off the mat. Step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Come through. Push back. Left leg lifts. Exhale. Left foot, left hand, back knee comes down. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, release the hands. Back knee comes up. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Repeating the sequence, right knee comes down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee comes down. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Rounding. Back. Roll through. Sit back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Step through. Upward, downward, come through, push back, left leg lifts, inhale, step through, back knee down, inhale, exhale, step back, downward facing dog, upward, the child's, come through, sit back, inhale the right leg up, exhale, step through, back leg stays up off the mat, or if you're a beginner, you can drop it again, inhale the arms up, exhale, release, upward, the child's, come through, the downward, left leg lifts, step through, inhale, exhale, step back, repeat. Right knee down. Side plank. Downward. Upward. Child. Roll through. Push back. Left knee down. Open up the right chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts. Step through. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. And then repeat. Right leg lifts. Inhale. The leg and knee lifted. Exhale. Inhale. The child's. Through. The downward. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Upward. Child's. Come through. Push back. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Step through. Back foot. 45-degree angle. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1. Take a moment here. Regaining our breath control. If you need to hydrate at any time throughout the class, please do so. Looking at our form, with the knee in line with the ankle. You're going to externally rotate on the inside as you pull back, bring that hip into socket. And then as you can see, it squares my hips and my chest to the front of the room. Strong back leg, and then ground on the peak toe side of that back foot, keeping the abs and the glutes nice and tight. Try to relax the shoulders. Exhale. Step back. Come through into upward. The child's. Rolling through. Sitting back. Left leg lifts. Exhale. Step through. Coming back into warrior 1 on the left. Checking your form. Look back. Should still be able to see the big toe on the inside of the thigh. You need to bring that back foot in more. Do so. Safety first. And then just focus on the breath and being present. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step back. Downward facing dog. And repeating. Downward facing dog. Right knee comes down. Open up the left shoulder and chest. Exhale. Sit back, child. Round through. Cobra. Push back. Downward. The left knee comes down. Open up the right chest. Exhale, downward to upward to child's. Roll through. Push back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Back knee down. Exhale. And repeating. Push back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Back knee down. Push back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Step through. Stay up off the knee. Upward. Push back downward.
Left leg lifts.
Exhale. Stay up. Right leg lifts. Step through. Warrior one. Pause. 3 breaths. Checking your form. Being present. Try to relax the shoulders. Exhale. Step back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Step through. Virabhadrasana on the left. Exhale, release. Step back. Round to upward. Child's. Come through. Cobra. To downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Left foot comes parallel with the back of the mat as you windmill the arms so that the chest is facing the side room. Same form when it comes to the front leg, knee over ankle. You should still be able to see the big toe. Make sure that your torso is over the hips. You're not leaning forward. Strong back leg, grounding on the pinky toe side of the back foot. You need to bring that back hip in just a tad so that you can make sure that your knee isn't falling inward. Do so. And then reach equally between the front hand and the back hand. Exhale. Windmill the arms back down. Step back. Upward. The child's. Come through. Sit back. Left leg lifts. Exhale. Step. Windmill the arms. Warrior two on the left. Checking the form. Sure the neck is aligned with the spine. Looking out over that front middle finger. Exhale, windmill the arms. Step back. And then repeat the sequence. Upward. Child's. Come through. back. Right knee comes down. Open up the left chest. Exhale, push back. Round to child's. Come forward. Push back. Left knee comes down. Right arm opens chest. Exhale. Repeat your sequence. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through, back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Coming forward to upward. Child's. Coming forward. Rounding into cobra. Push back. Downward. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Back knee down. Exhale, release the hand. Step back. Repeat. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step through. Stay up on that back foot. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Downward to upward. Child's. Come forward. Push back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Step through. Warrior one. Hold 3 breaths. Release. Step back. Repeat. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Step through. Warrior one. And hold. Exhale. Step back. Round. Upward facing dog. Sit back. Come forward and through. Push back. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Step through. Windmill the arms. Warrior two. And hold. Windmill the arms back down. Step back. And then repeat. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Windmill. And pause. Windmill the hands back down to the mat. Step back. And then repeat. Upward. The child's. Come forward and through. Push back. Right knee comes down. Open up. Downward to upward. Back. Coming through. Push back. Left knee down. Side plank. Release. Downward to upward. Child. Come through. Push back. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, back knee down. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to upward. Sit back. Come through. Push back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, back knee down. Inhale. Exhale. Step back. And then repeat. Downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Press it. Back knee stays up. Exhale. Upward. Sit back. Come through. Push back down. Left leg lifts. Step through. Press it on the left. Exhale. Step back. And repeat. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Step through. Warrior one. Hold. Exhale, release the hands. Step back. Then repeat your sequence. Push back. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, step through. Warrior one on the left. Exhale, release. Step back. And then repeat. Back, right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale. Warrior two. Hold. Windmill the hands back to the mat. Step back. Upward. Child. Come through. Push back. Left leg lifts. Warrior two. Left side. Hold. And release the hands to the mat. Downward to upward to child's and stay. Regaining control of the breath before we repeat all of those sequences. Inhale, come back, tabletop, push back, downward facing dog, right leg lifts, inhale. Same as you exhale, bring that right knee to the right wrist. Allow the leg to come back behind you. Depending on your flexibility, that right foot can be either back towards your hips or closer to your left hand. If you need to, you can take a block and sit it underneath the buttock of the bent leg. And then as the muscles loosen, just come down onto your elbows. Maybe rest your forehead on a block, or you can come all the way down. Coming back up, transitioning, tuck the back toes, back knee comes up, kick back and up, and then release, and then switch sides. Left leg lifts, left knee, left wrist, foot comes underneath, right leg goes back, and then comes up. Come back up, tuck the back toe, back knee comes up, back and up, and then release. And then we're just going to come tabletop, bring the legs around front, keeping the soles of the feet together, coming into bound angle or butterfly. If this is too much, you can bring the arms behind you, just open up the chest. Still going to feel that stretch on the inside of the thighs. Or you can use the elbows to get an additional stretch. Right foot stays, left leg extends, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Here's where you can either use your strap, or your belt, or t-shirt, or towel, whatever you have handy. Inhale, come back up, extend the right leg. Bring the left foot inside of the right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Come back up. Extend the left leg. Bring the right knee to the chest. If you can keep both sits bones in contact with the mat, you can bring the front leg behind you. And either squeeze the knee in nice and tight, or inhale the left arm up. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, lengthen up through the top of the head. And then exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder. Release the gaze forward, release the arms. Come to the opposite side and bow. Coming back up, extending the legs out in front again. This time bringing the left knee into the chest. Left leg hops over the right. Again, you can bring the front leg back behind. You can keep both sits bones in contact with your mat. Left arm comes back for support. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist, looking over the left leg. Release the gaze and release the arms. Bow to the opposite side. Inhale, come back up. Extend the legs in front. Inhale, exhale. Come back up, scooch the bottom towards the front of the mat, coming onto our backs. Two options. You can bring the hands to the back of the thighs. You can bring the legs up, knees bent, or post expression, boat, extending the legs, arms reaching out in front of you. And then lower down slowly. Come back up. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Now we're going to come down one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. I'm going to count backwards from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side, lower lumbar massage. Allow the knees to fall to the right. Extend the left arm up to a T. Gaze is over the left finger. Inhale the knees back to the chest. And switch sides. Knees to the left. Right arm extends. Knees come back to the chest. You're going to bring the forearms around the shins, preparing for Shavasana, or the final resting pose. So we're going to engage all the muscles, starting with the feet, the calves,
The quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, the abs, the biceps and triceps, squeezing the knees in tight. I'm going to count backwards from 3 to 1. Once I reach 1, I'm going to allow the legs to extend forward, feet fall open. Back, shoulder, and head release slowly onto the mat. Palms can be facing up to receive or down to ground with Mother Earth. Preparing 3. Squeeze tighter, 2. Tighter yet. 1 and release. Shavasana, or final resting pose. Staying in Shavasana for as long as you like, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you to show gratitude towards yourself for coming onto your mat today, for taking time for your practice. I challenge you to set another intention going forward for the rest of your day. Throughout your day, check back to see where you're at. As always, I'm grateful that you allow me into your home, allowing me to guide you through your practice. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I bow to you. Namaste.